All right, let's talk about mastering your mornings. We're going to get into the actual science behind waking up feeling great. So if you're sick and tired of feeling, well, sick and tired, you are in the right place. Let's get right into it. You know the feeling, right? You do everything right. You get a full 8, maybe even 9 hours of sleep, but that alarm goes off and you just feel awful. You're tired, you're grumpy, maybe even a little angry at the world. That grogginess just sticks to you and the whole day feels like a write-off. It's so frustrating, but what if I told you the solution has nothing to do with sleeping longer? And that's the whole secret right there. It turns out the problem isn't the number of hours you're getting, it's the exact moment your alarm jolts you awake. The real key to waking up refreshed is all about timing, and there's some seriously powerful science behind it. It's all about what your brain and body are actually doing while you're out cold. So, to solve this whole morning fatigue mystery, you have to understand that your sleep isn't just one long, solid block of unconsciousness. Nope. Your body actually operates in these repeating patterns all night long. And the most important pattern, the building block of your entire night's rest, is what we call the sleep cycle. So, what is a sleep cycle? Well, it's this recurring period that lasts for about 90 minutes. All night long, your body isn't just lying there, it's actively moving through this really predictable sequence of stages over and over and over again. You can think of your entire night's sleep as a series of these 90-minute chapters in a book. 90 minutes. That's the magic number. I want you to burn this number into your brain because it is the absolute key to unlocking everything we're about to talk about 90 minutes. Okay, so what is actually going on inside one of these 90-minute cycles? It's not just one thing. Your body actually moves through 5 very distinct stages, and each one has a totally different job to do. So first up, you've got stage 1, the lull. That's when you're just starting to drift off. Then you slide into stage 2, which is light sleep. Your body's relaxing, and this stage actually makes up about half of your total sleep time. Now things get serious in stages 3 and 4, deep sleep and then deepest sleep. And listen, stage 4 is critical. Your organs are at complete rest, like a factory that's been shut down for the night. And finally, you hit stage 5, REM sleep. That's when your brain gets super active and you're dreaming. Once you finish REM, that 90-minute cycle is done, and you pop right back to stage 1 to start all over again. And here it is. This is the aha moment. This is the source of all that morning misery. If your alarm clock rips you out of sleep during stage 4, that deepest sleep, your body is in a state of total shutdown. It's like pulling the emergency brake on a high-speed train. Your brain, your organs, your muscles, nothing is ready to go. It's a massive system shock that leaves you feeling groggy, confused, and just plain awful for hours. So really, this breaks it down perfectly. You have 2 possible realities for your morning. If you wake up at the end of a cycle, you're in a light stage of sleep, your body's already prepping to wake up, you feel refreshed, you're ready to go, your day's going to be great. But if you wake up in the middle of a cycle, during that deep sleep, your systems are offline, you feel groggy, irritable, and your whole day feels like a slog. The goal, obviously, is to wake up in that first column every single time. Okay, so we figured out the problem. Waking up during deep sleep is the enemy. So what's the solution? Well, this is the best part. We can actually use a little bit of science and some simple math to calculate the absolute perfect moment to wake up, making sure we always rise between cycles when our body is ready. And here's the formula. Don't worry, it's super simple. Your perfect wake-up time is whatever time you go to bed, plus a certain number of those 90-minute cycles, plus about 14 minutes. And why 14 minutes? Well, that's just the average amount of time it takes for a person to fall asleep. This simple formula lets you pinpoint the exact moment one of your sleep cycles ends. Now, for most of us, a really good restorative night's sleep is made up of about 5 full cycles. So 5 cycles times 90 minutes each, that comes out to 7.5 hours of actual sleep. So let's just run through a quick example to see exactly how this works.
Let's say you decide to go to bed at 10 p.m. tonight. Okay, so we add our goal of 5 cycles, which is 7 hours and 30 minutes. That gets us to 5:30 in the morning. Then we add that little 14-minute buffer for falling asleep, and there you have it. Your ideal, scientifically backed wake-up time is exactly 5:44 a.m. No more guessing.
Okay, I can hear you now. That's great for a perfect night, but what about the real world? What if I have to stay up late working, or I'm out with friends? I can't always get to bed at 10 p.m. Does the whole system just fall apart then? Absolutely not. This is where this whole method becomes so practical and so powerful. You don't always have to shoot for 5 cycles. The healthy, effective range is actually anywhere between 3 to 6 cycles.
The only hard and fast rule is to never go below 3 cycles. That's just not enough restorative sleep for your body, no matter when your alarm goes off.
So let's try a trickier, more realistic scenario. It's a late one. You're not getting into bed until 1 a.m., but you absolutely have to be up before 6 a.m. Well, 5 cycles is totally out of the question. Even 4 cycles would have you waking up after 7 a.m. So what do?
We adjust. We simply aim for fewer cycles. In this case, let's shoot for 3. So we start our clock at 1 a.m., we add 3 90-minute cycles, which is 4 hours and 30 minutes, then we tack on our 14 minutes to fall asleep. And would you look at that? The perfect wake-up time is 5:44 a.m. You're up before 6 o'clock, just like you needed to be, and you've timed it perfectly to wake up feeling as refreshed as possible.
All right, so you have the diagnosis, you have the cure. You understand the science, so how do you actually make this a habit? Let's quickly cover how to master this whole method so you can have a brand new morning starting as soon as tonight.
Honestly, it all boils down to just 3 simple rules. First, take 10 seconds to calculate your wake-up time every single night. Second, aim for that sweet spot of 3 to 6 cycles, remembering that 5 is usually perfect. And third, and I can't stress this one enough, when that alarm rings, you get up immediately.
That snooze button is the #1 enemy of this entire system. You have to think of it as a self-destruct button for a good morning. Why? Because when you hit snooze and drift back off for those extra 9 or 10 minutes, your body might think, oh, time to start a brand new 90-minute sleep cycle. So when the alarm goes off again, it will yank you out of the early, deepest stages of that new cycle, and you'll have completely undone all of your careful planning.
So, there you have it, a simple, scientific, and totally practical way to engineer a better morning for yourself. The only question left is, once you wake up feeling truly refreshed and energized for the very first time, what are you going to do with all that extra energy in that amazing day ahead of you?